Okay, we're going to get started on social distance networking on the LinkedIn platform. And I'm so excited for those of you that have attended, that are watching this live, for those of you that are watching this on the replay. This is going to be quick. I got to get back to the book I'm writing. So this is just a quick tutorial on how to get started on LinkedIn. If you've been overwhelmed by the idea of getting started on LinkedIn, this is easy. I'm not going to try to sell you anything. I'm not going to try to get you in my coaching program. This is just from me to you. I know how to do it. I'm telling you how to do it so you can go do it. You got it. Now go get it, right? So first off, this is me. That ugly mug is who you see there in the corner. I'm the host of the 4 a.m. Daily Wake Up Micro Podcast. I've created a program called Brand You. And these are some of the clients that I've worked with on helping them be strategic and engaging an audience, whether it's for an event, whether it's for a digital campaign or an in-person. The question that I have to ask you is, engaging on LinkedIn, what problem do you solve? Don't give me your sales pitch, please. Don't. I don't know you. I don't know what you can do for me. What problem do you solve? Because regardless of what is going on in the world, whether you're extremely successful, whether you are not successful, you solve a problem. There's an expertise that you have that solves a particular problem. So I want you to remember that, what problem you solve, because that's going to come up as you start to generate content that you're producing on LinkedIn, as you start to engage people on LinkedIn. Remember what problem you solve. So as you're communicating with them, if it's a problem that they have, they're going to tell you about it. So here's what I've called the audience wheel. Now the A, that center there, those are your current customers. So whether you're an employee, whether you're running your business, you have current customers that you know their name, they know your name, and hopefully it's a good experience. Now the B layer, they're inactive customers or customers that are right on the cusp. They're not customers yet, or prospects that are right on the cusp of becoming your customer. They're coming from the B layer into the A layer. So your current customers are the A. They know you, you know them. Great relationship, hopefully. B is the interactive customers. They were your customer. They're no longer your customer. Or those prospects that are just going to tip over to become your customer. Now, the C audience are prospects. You may know them. You may not know them. So these are prospects. It's different from B, because B, the prospect, you know, you've been working them maybe for a long time and they're ready to commit, right? Hopefully, right? Your prospects in the C, you kind of know of them. They're in your target audience, right? And the D layer, you don't know who they are. You don't know who they are. So on LinkedIn, bunch of D in the audience wheel on LinkedIn. And that's the power of this platform. And if you engage them the right way, you can call it a funnel. I like to call it a wheel, because the intention of engaging these audiences, I'm an audience engagement expert, personal branding coach, video coach, whatever. We're telling stories to get them to an A. Right? That's the result. The purpose is not to get them to be an A. The purpose is to share an expertise that you have. For example, what I'm doing right now, I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not going to try to get you my program. What gain do I get from this? Well, I have the joy of sharing with you something that I know I'm good at. Right? You know that joy. You have an expertise that you know what you're good at. Sometimes people take advantage of it, right? You're talking to them, you're helping them, and then they take advantage of it. I'm not talking about that. You still have joy in the expertise that you have. Maybe it's 10,000 hours, well, who knows? Whatever that joy is, you're able to share that. And that's the purpose of reaching out to that D audience on LinkedIn. The result is you'll grow your customers. Now, here's an example. Some of you may be thinking, LinkedIn, is that the resume? Isn't that for those looking for a job? I'm not looking for a job. You might be in a few months. I don't know. With what's going on, who knows? Here are two examples. I'm not going to read for you. Hopefully you're looking it over as I'm talking. I'm not going to read it to you. However, take a look at what they find valuable on LinkedIn. You know, the first person, constant learning. It's not always possible for her to learn in the environment where she is. That's what she finds valuable on LinkedIn. And these people, I'm at over 5,000 connections. They've reached out to me. They want to be a connection. I ask, how do you find value using LinkedIn? And these are some of the answers. The other person enjoys, again, videos. Videos that have the 3 R's. Peter Lynch, 3 R's, raw, real, and relevant. Right? He says it out there. I like that they're not overproduced. Well, shoot, it's your smartphone. And because you have something to say, and because we have the technology that we have, you pair those together, and that's what you do on LinkedIn. So here's what you need to do. You need to create your LinkedIn profile. You need to change your headline around the problem that you solve. Remember, I asked you about your problem that you solve. Follow hashtags. I'll show you all this in a minute. For 21 to 30 days before you start publishing content, I want you to follow folks that you're getting value in with their content. This is extremely important with the LinkedIn algorithm, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And then publish 3 to 5 videos per week. If you're uncomfortable publishing 3 to 5 videos a week, then do other means of content. But that right there is a pattern that you can follow. Now, publishing 8 to 13 times per week. You could use video, like myself. I do video 5 times a week. You could use images, kind of an Instagram model, bringing it to LinkedIn. If it's pertinent, it will work for you. Micro podcasts or written words. So write an article on LinkedIn or just share your thoughts with the coronavirus. There's a lot of opportunity to share your expertise that solves problems. There is no opportunity for you to give some blasted sales pitch. You feel me? It's not about a sales pitch. It's about solving a problem. How do you solve a problem? You tell stories. Where do you tell stories? You tell them on LinkedIn. Social distance networking. We're all apart. I'm in my bedroom. I'm in my bedroom. And this is where you can share your message, is by publishing content. Again, these patterns are proven by some of the top influencers that are on LinkedIn. Now, this is not a serial. I know what you're thinking. It is not a serial. This is what you should not do, ever. Do not post and ghost, okay? Because what posting and ghosting is you post, let's say you wrote this really incredible article and you posted it on LinkedIn and you've got 10 people that are commenting and you're not acknowledging their comment. Boo. That's post and ghost. LinkedIn recognizes it with their algorithm, and the people will recognize it. They're not, I mean, LinkedIn is a networking event that's online. A lot of my friends that I've made connections with live, some are in Australia, some are in, I chatted with someone in Pakistan. I mean, they're all over the world, and with technology, you can actually do business with them. If you post and ghost, a little inauthentic there, right? You wouldn't post and ghost at a networking event live. So this is your opportunity to not post and ghost digitally. Now, what you need to do, again, we're just doing all types of patterns. Then I'm going to go on LinkedIn and then we're done. You go back to your day. LinkedIn, spend an hour a day. Break it up an hour a day. You don't have to go an hour a day. You can go less than that. You want to follow influencers that are in your space. So whatever it is that you're an expert at, real estate, education, coaching, whatever it is, you follow other content creators that are in that exact same space. Spend 5-10 minutes liking and commenting on other posts, on their posts, so the ones that you're following, right? And the comments should not be, wow, that's cool, right? I mean, don't be that guy. Just really understand what you watched, and if it resonated with you, then put a heartfelt comment in there. You're doing this for 21 to 31 days, 3 to 4 times a day with several hours in between. So if your strategy is, Troy, I'm going to spend 20 minutes a day. It's going to be the start of my day. I'm not going to go back on it. I would say do 4 or 5 minute blocks 4 times a day throughout the day, right? You want to spread that. You want to spread that out. So this is the end of our slideshow. The screen share has stopped pausing. Has stopped pausing. That's funny. So I am going to share with you my LinkedIn, and we are just about done. So you can see here, this is LinkedIn. And this is when I first log in, this is what I see, right? These are all the individuals I'm following and what type of content that I find valuable, right? I've never met Nick in person, yet him and I are communicating all the time. And so Nick commented on David's, who's a second degree. If I comment on it, for those of you working from home, are you LinkedIn more or less? I would say, I'm LinkedIn even more now, currently on a training webinar for LinkedIn. And then I'm going to post that. Now, this person's a second degree, so that's going to help the algorithm. That's going to help that's going to show LinkedIn that I'm in for not just posting my own content, but I'm in for the engagement. This is the 5 minutes that you're spending, right? Sam is a friend of mine, and he's sharing his content and what he finds valuable. He chose the image out. He does a lot of video. Trevor Moad, Dangerous, that's for Russell Wilson. That's one of his companies. So Danger Russ Minds, and there's Russ right there. So he's posting a video, right? You see these folks that are commenting. This is where I find value. And when I see something, I'll read the content, I'll watch the video, and then I'll post a comment on it so I can show them that I found value in what they were doing. And so the first thing you want to do, like I said, was follow hashtags, right? So this is the hashtags. If I click Discover More, I'm going to come to a page with all the hashtags that I'm following. Right, so I want to add to my hashtags. So I'm going to put in here, actually, I want to, let me add a hashtag, education. Education's going through some interesting times. We all are right now. And so it's going to pull up the education hashtag, over 9 million followers. I want to follow that. Now I'm following. And now on the side, it's going to show all of my followed hashtags. That's going to fill your feed. Okay. So whatever it is that you're doing, follow those hashtags. And as you're following those hashtags, you're going to take 21 to 30 days commenting and commenting and commenting. Your headline on LinkedIn, let's go to the view full profile. Your headline on LinkedIn should talk about the problem that you're solving. So I solve the problem of those that don't do well at telling stories on video or whatnot. So I teach individuals how to transfer the passion they feel about their solution through authentic storytelling on video. The problem I'm solving is that they're not telling authentic stories. So that's what you put in your headline, the problem that you solve. Now, here is who's viewed your profile. Look, if you're trying to get to 1,000 profile views, if you're trying to get to 10,000 profile views, if you know of someone else that got to 10,000 profile views, so what? Honestly, stop worrying about the numbers. If you produce content, your relationships that you're going to establish is going to be so much better. It doesn't matter how many or how small, because with LinkedIn, they're deep. Right? So some of you may have 200 profile views. You're looking at this, you're going, hey, I want 854. Well, I want 10,000. Some of my buddies are at 10,000. That doesn't matter. That's a result. That's not your purpose. And you can see who has looked at your profile. Okay? I see that Mark checked me out. right? This guy's got a lot of followers, right? A lot of followers. So, and that, again, that's the beauty of LinkedIn. I could send a message, hey, Mark, how you doing today or whatnot. It's called an InMail. So for those of you, again, the reason that we are even doing this particular webinar is because there are some of you that have used offline networking to grow your business, and that's gone away. That's gone away. And it may be gone for a long time. You've got to convert to digital networking, to social distance networking. That is the key. Now, here's an example of something I post. We're wrapping up here. So someone sent me an InMail. I have a rule. If you connect with me and you send me a pin, I remove the connection. That's my rule. Well, this one, she wanted to connect. So I connected with her, and she sent me, I am podcast promotion for experts. I'm not going to criticize the grammar, whatever. I don't understand. Most people aren't living in the United States, and they're connections of mine. So that doesn't bother me at all. What bothers me, though, is she knows I do a daily podcast, yet she did not mention, hey, I like your podcast. Let's work together. No, she went straight into a sales pitch. So I said, oh, man, is this a sales pitch? Now I have to move as a connection. So that resonated with folks, and we had 554 views on this particular post. Now, if you're doing 5 to 8 posts a week, whether it's 545 or whether it's 100 or whether it's 50, it's better than one. It's better than one. If you start thinking about the numbers, it'll drive you crazy. You be you. Don't worry about it, because look at here, 545 views, and look at the engagement in the comments. So Patty commented, Nick commented, John commented. Now, what happens is when these folks start to comment, you're going to respond to them on every single comment. I know some of you are on Facebook, and when people wish you a happy birthday, you just do a post, thank you for everyone for wishing me a happy birthday. I mean, come on. Individually thank every single one. That's how we do social distance networking. And on LinkedIn, anyone that comments, now what's going to happen is, you've gone 21 to 30 days commenting on others, right? And then you start producing content. The people you've been commenting on, guess what? They're going to start commenting on yours. When they start commenting on yours, you are going to engage with them. You're going to say, oh, Patty, yeah, let me send you a message. Hey, how's it going? Right? How's it going? Do you want to grab a virtual coffee? It's just like offline networking, only it's online networking. It's social distance networking. So when you send them a message, they've been commenting on your stuff. You've been commenting on their stuff, and you say, let's do a virtual coffee. The virtual coffee is a 15 to 20-minute phone call. You're not leaving your house. You're still quarantined. And then you develop relationships that will last. It's that easy. It's that easy. Okay, I'm going to get back to dinner. I want to be respectful of your time. Guess what? I'm doing this tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Pacific. And then I'm doing it on Friday at 12 noon because it's easy. And more of you need to know how to do this because of the situation that we're in. Let's not forget, this is a real issue that is impacting a lot of good people. And you have to get online. You have to. You have a great rest of your night. And if you want to come in tomorrow, you come on and join me tomorrow.